up, weenie huts? Weenie huts? All right. Gotcha. Hey, yo. What the heliante is going on? I went inside to look for something and I couldn't find it. Come to find out, I ended up bringing it outside. Didn't even realize. Oh, the sun is out today, guys. The sun is out. And we are going to clean up this chick today. I got to turn the brightness up on my phone because I can't see diddly squat. I can't see diddly squat. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're hooked up. Mic is on. Yes, sir. Put fairings outside. Ugh. Okay. There you go. That's good. Alright. I need some of my zippity dippity ties. I know yesterday I did lose an Allen key in here somewhere. Yeah, it still hasn't been recovered. So I gotta find that. Definitely gotta find that. If only a Michael-san knew. But we're gonna look through. We're gonna get this sorted out. Goddamn seat. There you go. Alright. Well, while I'm working in here, I don't need glasses. Let's see. Did I so happen to throw it out? No, it don't look like I threw it out. Okay. Garbage, garbage. Oh. I got my hand dandy Milwaukee knife. Never know when you're gonna need it. But we're gonna clean up some of this wiring madness because it is a madhouse, and you know, maybe I grab my battery real quick. Let me grab my battery for the bike, and we can continue this. Alright. We got a battery. Hey, what's up there? How we doing? I knew you were coming for me. I knew you were coming. I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you. How we doing? How we doing? We got a beautiful day out today. Beautiful day. And if you remember, I think you were here the last live stream yesterday. How we lost the sea light. I had my buddy come through. We got it all sorted out. So, you know, I can continue on with putting this bike back together. I'm doing great, brother. Now let's talk about that gas tank plastics. What's the deal? What's the deal? I don't know if we're not shipping it out yet because I want to keep it for a little while, but I definitely got you on first dibs, and you're not buying it. I'm not letting you pay for that thing. I'll let you just have it, but we got to get this build done first, and then I will figure out how I want to go upon getting rid of the plastics, because I'm going to get rid of them all at once. So you will have the gas tank cover, but I want to figure out what everybody else wants to do for the rest of them, because, you know, I don't want to just give you something and not give anybody else an opportunity to. But you have gas tank fairing 100%. Don't worry. You have my word. When we have it all sorted out, that is yours. Oh God. Alright. I gotta just double check this real quick. I wanna make sure I'm covered before I start zip tying some stuff into place. Yep, so sea light, you got the three. High beams, boom, boom. Then we got a blinker. Yep, that's blinking. Make sure it doesn't fuck anything else up. That's good. And then this side. Yep. All right, money. So lights are solid. We don't have to worry, which means I can definitely start buttoning that up. When I do get it, can you sign it in like a fancy curse or like a football players do to their cards? Oh, 100%. We'll definitely figure that out when I'm getting ready to send it to you. I'll figure out exactly where you want signature and stuff. I'll clean it up, I'll sign it, and then I'll go to Home Depot and I'll just get a clear, I'll get spray paint, I'll get a clear coat, and I'll just clear over my signature probably 2 or 3 times, just so if you do drop it or whatever happens, you got some protection over the signature. Not like it's a very fancy signature to begin with, you know. I'm a nobody, okay? You're not gonna get, you know, it's not like you're gonna sell it and get any money for it, but it's the thought that counts, and I appreciate it. And like I was saying yesterday, I want to give it to you guys. I want to give it back to you guys. Remember, a sign is nice and big. Yes, yes. We gotcha. We're gonna I'm gonna just run these wires. I'm thinking. Oh, that's money. I can run this right over the headlights. I'm gonna shift you guys a little bit. Maybe you guys will actually be able to kind of tell what I'm doing here. Or I could bring you guys inside. Yeah, there we go. We're just doing a little tidying up. You are someone to me. Love you, bro. Hey, I appreciate it. I mean, everybody's important, but you know, I'm not no famous dude. It's not like you know, my signature is gonna do you any good. I wish it could. That'd be cool. I want to tuck this one. I think we're gonna do. I gotta get my flat head. Did I leave it over there? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I watched the video before I came out here just to see how Moto Dynamics suggests you to run your headlight wiring. So this is kind of what they said. So I'm just gonna go with that. But I might do a little bit of my own taste while we're in here. You know, I don't want to have to worry about this thing popping out. Also, by the way, guys, it is what, Thursday, right? So, if that's the case, y'all better have checked out your boy's video yesterday. I posted a new video yesterday, and you know, it'd be cool to see some of you guys watching the video, comment on it, you know, showing your boy some freaking love. I wouldn't mind that. I would not mind that whatsoever. Have your boy get monetized, you know. We're just trying to get monetized, that's all. It's the only reason why I care about the views right now. Alright. That's money. That's gonna sit right up there. That's definitely a wee bit cleaner. There's their zip ties. I feel like I shouldn't go too far because I do want to put this front fairing on for the video. Are you just doing some cable management? Yeah, pretty much. I got everything installed. I got the relay harnesses and all that, so we can officially start buttoning things up and getting this sealed up. So I'm just trying to get everything in place because I will probably be making next week's video this week. So just want to have everything ready to rumble. And then that all sits in between the fender. I can zip tie all of that as I go because this stuff I can't really hard mount anything. Those plug into my fenders. And then I got a couple of zip ties, so I'll be able to zip tie that when the time comes. I'm not going to do it now, but you know, Moto Dynamics did give me a license plate cover, and I feel like it's only fair, since I do love their headlights, to represent it. So I think your boy's going to throw on their fender. And problem with that is got tight space back here, brother. And we're gonna have to clean up that plate, so we're gonna figure that out. I can save that. That's easy. That's a freaking 2-minute thing. So maybe we'll just keep that on the side. I really want to find this Allen key as well, so we're gonna go through some stuff today. Look, he was waiting for you to go live. I've been on your channel, Loki, since 8 o'clock in the morning, just waiting for you to go live. Hell yeah. I usually go live the same time. If I do go live, it's going to be Monday through Friday during the week. And usually around 2 o'clock I go live. 2 to 3 o'clock I'll start my lives. And then, you know, usually go live for an hour or two. Do some bike work and you know, do what I can do. We're gonna try and stay out here for a little while today because I do want to get some stuff cleaned up on this and get it ready because, like I said, probably gonna shoot video tomorrow for next week. And you know, I just want to be ahead of the game. I want to be ready to get this thing fully back in action. And now my buddy told me that we're actually not doing that bike event at the end of the next month, so we might end up looking into some carbon fibre. We might just end up looking into some carbon fibre. Oh, I wanted to clean my grips. I didn't bring out my friggin' soap for that though. I want to just adjust it. This thing's a little bit on the floppier side. Slide it around. There we go, that's better. That's too tight. And of course that's the one that we lost, I think. I think that's the one we lost. I really hope not. Oh no, it wasn't perfect. Tighten this one just a little bit too much. and then the throttle get caught up. Yeah, see? Always clean that up. But I don't have my tool out here to do that. I could also... I wonder if I could slide the throttle tube in more. I'll have to figure that out. I don't want to... There we go. Alright. We want to make sure that that throttle is definitely snapping back. Don't need that being an issue. I have a question for you. Is the original tank plastic on the bike right now, or is that a new one? My original tanks, they're both plastic, actually. And make stickers? Yeah, that would be a good idea. Stickers would be a good idea. Only thing is I don't want to just make them with my logo on it. I want to make it to where, you know, it's a cool design or something to where you guys actually want to use them. You know, that's kind of what I wanted to do. So I definitely got to sit down and kind of brainstorm some cool designs that would be cool for getting some stickers up, maybe making a website for you guys and stuff. We're definitely gonna get there. It's a work in progress, I promise you guys that. We're working on it though. We're definitely working on it. We plan on being a fully legit channel soon, sooner than later. I keep moving my freaking screw head. God damn. Alright, so let me just brainstorm for a second. I gotta adjust these later on. I can't do anything wire-wise until we get the front fairing on. I can't adjust the front brake reservoir until that front fairing's on. I bolt checked everything in the front end. I probably should change my coolant and brake fluid. I will probably have to do that next video, so I'm probably gonna have to run to the store today and grab me some friggin' Honda fluids. Guess I grabbed some oil while I'm there too. I think we're pretty good. I mean, I know battery wise I could take my battery out. I wanted to just make sure those headlights are good, which they are still perfectly fine. So, take this battery out so we don't have to worry about this thing being dead. Okay. Man, it is. I'll tell you one thing, it's sunny outside today, but it sure is cold. I probably should have brought my other jacket too. Alright. Get this friggin' Timmy Turner out of here. Just wanted to make sure that front headlight was still good because that pissed me off yesterday. So I can bring battery back inside. I really just need to find out where I put my damn Allen key that I lost yesterday. Hey, what's up, car lover? How we doing? You put them all over your bike? Hell yeah. I'm definitely gonna, I'll start creating a design for stickers for sure. I'll start brainstorming some stuff, and maybe I'll put it on my my channel. You know, I'll post them on my channel, then maybe we'll do a little vote, and whatever gets majority of votes is what we will do. How about that? I need to find my damn Allen key that I lost. And if I'm gonna hang out over here, I definitely need my sunglasses because it is sunny as hell. Alright. I'm great. I didn't make it yesterday because of a ride with friends. No worry, no worry. You guys are not mandatory to come in to my live streams or do anything. So, y'all are allowed to come and leave under your own free will. I can't see shit though. That hurt. Goddamn wire brush. This is definitely is not it. Oh. Where the hellionto did I freaking... What did I do with it? What did I do with it? There's no way I lost it. Let's do some searching. Now I gotta search. Oh, no. Nope. 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 Oh man. Oh man, I hope it's over here. Screw. I'm not seeing it. I'm definitely not seeing it. Alright, it's definitely not in here. Man, I don't remember bringing it inside. I definitely don't remember bringing it inside. Let's see. Let me put all this crap back. It. Is this it? Yeah, mama. All right. Can't be losing my tools. You know what I'm saying? I can't be doing it. We had like a 9-hour ride because the weather is nice. Oh my God, I can't wait. I miss riding all day. There's nothing better than riding with the friends all day, man. I can tell you there's one thing I definitely miss in the winter season. That is definitely one thing I miss in the winter season. But we gonna be here soon. Real soon we gonna be back up onto. Hey, what's up there, EG? How we doing? How we doing? Look at this. We're all getting the real ones in here today. Oh yeah. What did I do to deserve this? Hope everybody's having a great day. I can definitely say that. Because it is gorgeous where I am. I'm in a great mood because, you know, the bike isn't broken and we are almost back in action other than the cold ass weather. I can ride my main bike once I get the motor. Just make me Harbor Freight to get it and install. All you need is the motor. Hell yeah, there you go. I remember you were saying that one stream. That's gonna be dope. That'll be fun. Give you something to do. Get the get the feeling of riding. Get that feeling of riding. How much they charge you for a motor at Harbor Freight? What be the damage on the motor at Harbor Freight? I think we're gonna slap this front fairing on just to make her look a little bit better. Hit my damn brake reservoir. Oh, I'm gonna get these pop clips. Damn pop clip. No, that doesn't line up. Alright, let's I gotta loosen that real quick. I'm gonna try and line these up. Oh, it's always something. It's always something. Yeah, as we check out my channel, you see I posted a video of just the frame. Okay, getting the Petter 100. It's $150. Hey, that's not bad. I thought I followed your channel. If I didn't, I'm extremely sorry, but I will I'll definitely go check it for freaking sure. I want to just get this one out. Hi, pup. She's loving this weather. I don't think I can even check to see about my first mod for the Ducati. What'd you get? What did you... Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. Hi, pretty. What is happening? No, I can't do it through here, but I will. I got you. Don't worry. I'll add you after the stream. 100%. 100%. This isn't gonna drop it enough, is it? No, I gotta take those out. Alright. It's just the little things, you know? The little things that aggravate me on this bike that I have to fix. Pretty sure I already know that one is an 8. Pretty sure those rates. Oh, you want me to throw? Oh, okay. Whoa, it's windy out though, girl. I gotta take tilt sensor off. Okay, then I can take this out. Boom. Boom. Should like that. Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks about aftermarket is nothing ever lines up. Alright, it's fine. We don't have to run them. That will just be hidden under fairings, so I will just do the zip tie special. Eventually I'll replace some stuff with OEM, but screw OEM prices. You got grips? What kind of grips did you get? And mirrors. What kind of mirrors? What kind of grips? Let me know. Let me know. I get a notification when people subscribe. Yeah, I got you. 100%. Mark my word. I got you after this stream. Once I'm done going live, I'll go check. I remember you commented, I think, on one of my shorts yesterday or 2 days ago. So I'm going to just go back to that short. I'll click on your comment and I'll definitely go back and subscribe because I feel bad I didn't subscribe to you. Don't know why I didn't. I'm very sorry about that. But I promise you I will. Alright, so I guess I'm putting these back in because those definitely did not want to come anywhere close to lining up. Put that one up a little bit. Put this on a little bit. Okay, now I can tighten this all away. Boom. Boom. This wire ran through there. I can put this back up. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I can't complain. Alright. Well, other than that, not coming close to line up. It be what it be. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about so you guys have an idea. No, brother, it's all good. You don't gotta subscribe. Also, I remember from my mini bike project, I'm getting code T ghost. Hoping to get mud tires. Hell yeah. No, I'm gonna definitely subscribe. That's for sure. I'm gonna definitely subscribe because I want to see. You're one of my supporters, so I want to support you. But yeah, if you guys could tell, that definitely does not. These don't line up. These don't line up. And then if you come to this side, well, it's blurry, but yeah, you can tell those two holes do not line up. So sadly, can't put those pieces in like OEM. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, man? Your name is MR711. Huh. Okay. You don't remember the grip cell? Okay. Hey, as long as you like what it looks like, that's quite literally all that matters. Who cares what anybody else has to say? It's your bike. So, at the end of the day, like I said, as long as it makes you happy, then you are freaking money. So screw what anybody else has to say. Okay, that's that. That's that, mate. I gotta put this back on. I don't want anything in there getting wet, you know. Ugh. Man, I can't believe how freaking cold it is. It is. I didn't even show you guys how sunny it is, but it's freaking gorgeous out. Just sunny as hell. And maybe we'll start cleaning up. Might start cleaning up some fairings. And maybe I'll put on some heat tape. I'll put on some of this heat tape for the fairings so we don't have to worry about burning them up anymore. Yeah, I hated buying aftermarket parts though, but they look so dang good. Brings so much more horsepower, but I have to get a whole new bracket plate for it to fit. Oh, okay. Because I don't feel like drilling, so hopefully the mounting plate will hook up properly and I can just ride and have some fun. There you go. There you go. Hey, sometimes the best things in life take time, so you gotta just gotta deal with what's on your plate and just take it day by day. And that's that. That's all you can do. If I want to do this, I'm gonna definitely have to run extension cords and get my heat gun out here, because if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it the right way. Let me see, how much do I even really need? This is the only side. I really have nowhere to put it on that side. I don't need to put it up here. We're actually pretty damn good. It only... I don't know why. Oh, that's just stress cracks, yeah. Guys, we're gonna end up doing freaking fairings soon. I think we're gonna bite the bullet, and we're gonna have to do OEM fairings and then change up this whole colorway. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. I'm gonna do one more season with these Jimmy Johnsons. I'm getting frickin' rid of those because I can't. That pisses me off now that I'm looking at it. Look at all these frickin'. Look at all these cracks. Can't really tell, but there's like a couple stress cracks right here. These are two big cracks. My bike's not even that low. Huh. Maybe it is. Honestly, it could be a little bit lower than I think. I honestly could have just... Oh, you know what? That's for my kickstand. That's what it is. Yeah, baby. Well, that's not my fault. That is the freaking Chang Chang Chong special. You know, you want to get you don't want to pay OEM prices, then you got to deal with you know, custom fabricating your own plastic. So I guess it's okay. It's all right. We're gonna definitely upgrade. Definitely gonna upgrade. I want to get OEM fairings again, anyways, and I really want to have this bike look OEM right. Bailey, come here. I think somebody wants to see you. Hi, Pooch. Say hi. Come on, let's show the people how we do it. You guys already know she never misses a beat. She does not miss a beat. Good girl. Oh, that was a high one, but she's still a G. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. My mom's making me wait till the summer to get the motor for it, and I'm trying to explain to her it's gonna take me a while to get all these parts and stuff, get the properly, so I'm trying to get it. Yeah, I don't blame you. I definitely don't blame you. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it during the summer. You want to just get it done so by summer you're fully operational. Thought my mirrors had a name on it, but it's just a heated hand grip for the in the Ducati shop. All right, there you go. What a good girl. Very good catch. My PD can't catch anything. She's locked in, man. She's locked in. She's 6 years old, and we've been doing this since she was a freaking pooch. So that Frisbee is quite literally her freaking best friend. She loves that damn Frisbee. Loves the damn Frisbee, which is fine with me. As long as she's happy, I'm happy, you know? She's a funny one. She's definitely a funny one. You know what I really want to do too, guys, is I want to get rid of this blacked out visor. It looks good, like on the white. It does look good because it pops, but A, you can't see crap through it, and B, you know, think about it, when I'm moto vlogging, I got my camera on my chin on my helmet, so when I tuck, I'm tucked in here. You guys can't see anything through that. So I think I'm gonna probably end up pulling the trigger on that sometime soon. So when we get back to riding, we kind of can, you know, up our quality as we keep posting videos, is at least what I keep trying to do. So I said mirrors instead of hand grips. Yeah, I caught it, but I knew what you were talking about. Don't worry. I don't think you can have, well, that's a lie. You can have heated mirrors because cars do come with heated mirrors. I would assume it's nothing different for a bike. It's just you would have to have it wired in, which wouldn't be that bad of an idea if you run mirrors. Sadly, I'm a delinquent and I don't use mirrors. Also, I did use mirrors, but then we got into the accident. One of the mirrors obviously went missing from that accident along with other stuff. So, you know, when the bike came back home to Papa, I only had one mirror, and if I'm getting mirrors, the mirrors I want are like $700, and I'm not spending $700 on fucking mirrors. Sorry, not happening. I don't care how much people hate on me for not running mirrors. I'm anal, and if I'm putting stuff on the bike, I'm putting the stuff that I want on the bike, and I like name brand stuff. So the mirror that I want, way too expensive to justify buying mirrors. Even the windscreen, dude, like I just was telling you guys, that blacked out windscreen, the one that I want, it's like almost $300. It's like two something without shipping. It's crazy how much parts are for name brand stuff, but like at the end of the day, there's a reason why they have a good name, because their product is good. So instead of buying Amazon crap, I like just paying a little bit more money up front, getting a more expensive product, and just hopefully, you know, it lasts longer. So that's kind of how I go upon things. As you guys can see, these fairings are not good quality whatsoever, and I've literally been I haven't even had them on the bike for a year. The bike got put together in May last year, so it hasn't even been a full year yet, and they're cracked and scratched. They came fucked up, and I emailed the company, and they did send me money back, but you know, I still spent $400 on fairings, $400 or $500 on fairings. They shouldn't be chipping and cracking that easily. So it is what it is. That's the life I chose. At least it's from the Ducati shop, so hey, I got 5 new tools, spend 4 hours to put it on. Jesus. Yeah, at least it's from Ducati though, so you shouldn't have to worry. And God forbid you have an issue, you should be able to bring it back to them. And for my mini bike, get some original motor on Facebook Marketplace. Same exact one and running. It's only 80cc. So I figure let's just upgrade the Predator 12. Yeah, I agree 100%. Plus, they've had that Predator motor for a while. I know a couple people that have done like cool builds with that Predator engine, and they've, really never had any issues. So if you have the money and you don't mind waiting, I would just wait up, get the Predator, and everything sadly does happen for a reason. So if your mom is holding you up and you're not going to be able to put the bike back together until summertime, it does suck. It definitely does suck. But look at the positives. You could be bikeless and not have a bike whatsoever. So at least you should be grateful for the fact that you do have a bike and you can sit there and put a new motor in it. So just try and stay positive is all I can say. I get I get caught up sometimes, and if I can't get things done the way I want them at that time, it's a little upsetting. But like I said, that's life. You gotta adapt and overcome. I need to, when I go to the store, damn, I'm on my phone, I forgot. I gotta get a parts cleaner. I gotta get a can of parts cleaner, maybe 2 cans of parts cleaner. I should remember that. I should definitely remember that. I definitely need part cleaner, I need brake fluid, and I need coolant. But those, the coolant and the brake fluid, I'll probably run to Honda. I'll get those from Honda, just so, I know I'm Gucci. And then I'll just stop at like an AutoZone. I'll get brake cleaner or engine cleaner. And this little cleanup, I gotta clean up these forks. I could probably clean those up with my speech on. Maybe I'll do that just to do something. Question: Pirelli or Michelin? Great question. So I think my bike came with. Okay, so my bike came with Dunlop. I think they were. What was it? What were these? They were Dunlop Sport Maxes. I did like that tire. The Dunlop Sport Max, honestly, not even gonna lie, these lasted me about 5,000 miles. That, I think, is a pretty good time frame for a street bike, especially the way that we ride street bikes. Also, I still have that front tire on because the front tire is still good. I had to replace the back. And then I ended up not going with a Dunlop. I ended up going with a Michelin, which I have the sticker because I did the tire myself. So I have a Michelin Pilot Power, and I've had this on the bike for about 1,700 miles, and it's a good tire. I like it. It's sticky, warms up pretty quick, and I definitely feel pretty in control with the Michelin. So I might switch over to Michelin over the Dunlop, but that's also something I'll figure out when I get to the shop and I replace the tire. But currently I've used the Dunlops and then I switched over to Michelin. So those are really the only 2 tires I know right now, but they're both very great brands. Also, what was the other brand you were saying? Pirelli. Pirelli's good. Michelin's good. Like I said, so Dunlop. I mean, there's a lot of good brands out of there. Just gotta figure out the exact tire that you need if you're street riding or dirt riding, trail riding, whatever it is. Just so you make sure you have the right tire and the tread and everything. Keep the Predator 212 stock because there's no reason to upgrade around where I live. Around straight roads, a lot of windy roads. Yeah, there you go. So Predator 212 is more than an AF. I think that I would keep it stock. I think I would keep it stock, especially if you're dealing with back roads. I need to actually. I think I'm gonna need a new tire. I could deal with this tire for a little bit, but I don't think I'm liking it anymore. 120/70 ZR17. Okay. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna take a picture of that after the stream. I'm gonna probably end up ordering a tire. Like I said, I changed that back tire probably 1,500 miles ago, so that back tire is honestly money still. Still looks brand new. I got that right at the end of the season, so I think we're gonna end up ordering a new front tire, and I want to get brake pads. I'm gonna get upgraded brake pads. These brake pads are good and all, but never hurts to just, throw something on a little bit grippier. So probably gonna do the front tire. We'll change out brake pads on the front, change out brake pads on the back. I don't really use back brakes, to be completely honest. I might just keep the back brakes on. I mainly use front, so I'll probably change out just the front brake pads, the front tire, and maybe we'll get some pricing on rotors. Sadly, I did get rotors when I bought new tires, and they were aftermarket good rotors, but I didn't realize that they were bent. So sadly, when I installed them, the wheel wouldn't clear the caliper because the rotor was bent. So when I tried to spin it, it would bend, and you live and you learn. But these would have been nice because you can't even tell, but this whole middle is gold. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks. So maybe I'll buy same ones, just get brand new, obviously. But we'll figure that out. But I'm only saying that just because I'm seeing rust on these, but obviously the bike has just been freaking sitting for the last month and a half. What else do I have to order? Oh, I gotta get a new brake lever on this side. I gotta order that, so I gotta remember when I'm doing the tire, I gotta do that, and then I'm gonna change out foot pegs. Probably just gonna do black foot pegs, just to spice things up a little bit. It is 10 p.m. here, so I have to go ride safe, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming in, car lover. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you later. I'll catch you on the flip. That's full upgraded. I gotta upgrade the valve springs, inner parts, which I'm not really wanting to mess around with. I don't blame you. Better keep it stock. Yeah, I would just keep it stock, not get your, open up a can of worms, as I like to say, and I would just let her rock and roll the way she is. Buy her and drop her on in. Ugh. Yup. I'm pretty content with where we're at. I really want to get my friggin' bearings on, but alright, I gotta shoot that for the YouTube content. You guys are gonna have to wait to see this front fairing back on, because that'll be done tomorrow for next week's video, right? Next week or 2 weeks? I don't even know where I'm at anymore. Oh wait, no, that will be 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now. Next week's video will be us putting on our blinker relays for the front headlights and putting on the new front stay. That's going to be next week's video. Video after that is going to be us fully fairing the bike back up, doing finishing touches, get the bike fully cleaned, fully fairinged, and fully operational. So we'll probably, like I said, not next video, but the video after, when we're fairing the bike back up, we'll probably end up doing the brake fluid. We'll end up doing the coolant flush, flush those out, put in the new fluids, put on all the fairings, and then the bike is quite literally ready for tune date, other than the fact that I just got to I just got to burn through a full tank of gas, because this gas does have fuel stabilizer in it. So obviously when I'm getting tuned, I would like to get tuned on something that, not going to be riding with fuel stabilizer in the summer. So we got to get that ran through or drained out. So when we're tuned, we're on full 93, and we can get a nice legitimate tune, and we will know exactly what the bike likes and doesn't like. but that tune's gonna wake this bike up so much. Between the headers, or well, the full exhaust, between the full exhaust, you know, that eliminated, what did that eliminate? Eliminated a cat and a huge muffler. So doing the full exhaust, we got rid of the cat. We're not running any cats. And the muffler is a quarter of the size of the muffler that comes on this bike stock. So just putting the full exhaust on alone made this bike a completely different animal. It sounds so much better. And now with the intake, all the air that comes in here, the intake's not going to restrict us as much, which means more air into the engine, which means everything happens a little bit quicker. So the bike's going to be happy, especially once we have it tuned for that extra airflow and, you know, the header and the full exhaust. You know, fuel table is probably going to be a little wanky, and, you know, air to fuel, like I said, it's just going to be a little jumpy. Everything's going to be a little confused because, you know, the computer can compensate for one or the other. You know, like when I just put the full exhaust on last season, the ECU can compensate for that and kind of fix everything in the computer. But now with the new air filter and that full exhaust, it is best bet to get everything tuned so we don't do any problems. You know, we don't want no engine problems. We only got 6,000 miles on the bike, so definitely want to make sure. Plus, you know, once we get it tuned, we get a little bit more power. Bike's gonna run cleaner. Power band's probably gonna change a little bit, and you know, I can ask for a little bit of spice and rice. You know, I could tell them, you know, maybe give me a little burble tune. You know, I want some pops and bangs, or maybe I can tell them to give me a little bit extra fuel on D-cell so I can get some nice backfires and shoot flames. I mean, you know, like I said, I want to keep the bike pretty freaking reliable, so I'm not going to be like a Beamer boy burbling everywhere we go, but I'll probably get a slight little pop tune in it, just because obviously we want to hear our bikes. And who doesn't like when, you know, when they're letting off the throttle and they hear a nice bing bang boom from the bike, just spitting flames from the exhaust, which she does now, but it's very, you know, very temperamental. It has to be a very exact procedure the bike has to be at, you know, the right temp, and then I have to rev it to the right RPMs, which obviously you still have to do all of that when you have it tuned for that, but it's a lot more consistent to where, you know, me getting the bike to pop, like I said, it's kind of like, it's not as consistent because it's not really tuned for it. It's just kind of because the ECU is a little Jimmy Jansen. However, my bike isn't very running. I agree. You don't got to tell me, man. When this bike was down and I couldn't ride it for months, it was the worst feeling in the world, because you can come out here and look at it all you want, but you just can't freaking ride it. And that's the worst part. It's like the biggest tease in the world. I saw some crap on these headlights before, so I want to just wipe them down. I don't want no fingerprints. Oh, yeah. Man, I don't think you guys... camera just doesn't even do anything on this bike justice. I don't believe it. I don't believe it does. Because this thing in person is just... these headlights... And then the blue grips literally match the blue on the bike perfect. And it matches the blue on the top of the bars. The blue on the top of the forks perfect. So the blue worked out almost, well, not almost. The blue worked out quite literally perfect. It worked out exactly how I wanted it to. The only thing that really killed me was front brake reservoir. That's the only thing that got me. Obviously, you can see fork gold is just a lighter gold. Yeah, you guys can tell. So the golds are off. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it now. I'm sure once I get this scratched up a little bit, I'll end up sending this out, and I'll have them try and spray it to match that gold a little bit more. But between the blues are freaking perfect. It's so spot on, the blue. And with the side, the fairing blue, these literally all match. And then you got the new bar ends that just make the blue pop out a little bit more. And then you see the beautiful gas cap that pops out so much. Like, that's just a vibe, baby. That's just a vibe. I can't wait. I cannot wait to just finally have this bike fully back together. I really cannot wait. Oh. Do you get all the biker checks, bro? What does that mean? What do you mean? Do I get all the biker checks? Oh, where am I going? I got grease on my freaking gas tank yesterday. I want to get that because I did not do that last night, and I don't want the grease to stick. Oh. You know, I should probably buy more microfibers too when I run to the store. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. I get new grip tank too. This one's kind of short. I want to get one that's taller. I can worry about that later on. I definitely, like I said, I think I definitely want to change fairings out eventually. So maybe I'll just wait until I get new fairings, and then I won't have to worry about that. And then we need to get some freaking carbon fibre on this bike, guys. We need some carbon on the bike. And I think I know what I want to do. Oh, biker chicks. I was like, what? Hold on. I want to do this carbon. I want my rear chain guard to be carbon. I think that will pop out on the black. I want to change my rear tire hugger to carbon. And then I want to see if they make these in carbon, because this is just a fake carbon. This is just a plastic weave fake carbon. I want to see if they make that in carbon. And then with that, because this covers frame, I want to see if they make a frame guard in carbon, because I think that would look really nice. I was thinking about rear swing arm cover too, but I think that would be way too much overkill with what I want to do back here. So I think between the chain guard and the rear tire hugger, those will be carbon. And then obviously the chain stops right here, so that carbon will link pretty much right into this, and then that, and then boom. I think it would look dope. And then eventually we'll change out this front fender to carbon, and you know, really later on down the road, I would love to make this whole bike carbon. I found almost everything that I would need. I found front fairing, I found front fender, I found gas tank, 2 side fenders. I pretty much found everything other than the rear seat cap, because I have you know, I don't have a rear seat on. I just have a cap on the rear seat. So that's the only thing I can't find in carbon. But I'm sure by the time I send it, I will be able to find that all in carbon. So I'm not too concerned about that. I gotta make sure my vents are fully drained. And you asked if I got all the biker chicks. I am engaged and really don't run into, I don't really go out too much. I mean, I'll go out a little bit with the boys here and there, but you know, I try not to go out too much, because like I said, I am a freaking delinquent, and you give me the right vibes and I'm gonna end up partying like a freaking rock star and going broke. You know what I mean? Oh man, I miss doing this in the summer. I used to do this to start off every live stream in the summer. I'd come out here, set up the camera, start wiping the bike down, start it up, rev it. I miss it. Okay, making sure that's good. What are we at? We're already at an hour. Alright, we'll probably hang out here for a little bit longer. Maybe another 10-20 minutes. It's freaking cold. And, you know, I ain't got no freaking nothing else to really freaking do. I'm trying to figure out how I can set you guys up, because I will start cleaning these fenders. Wow, it's cold. We're upping the hood up. That's it. Hood's getting flipped up. Grabbing my rag. Grabbing my speed shine. And maybe I can set y'all up in here. Okay. We definitely got to clean this Jiminy Cricket up. Ugh. Ooh, look at those headlights. Yeah, this thing's dirty, 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 dirty. Ugh. Wow. Wowee. I wonder. I know OEM. Oof. I know OEM, these are stickers, but these? Oh, you know what? I think these are stickers and they were just cleared over. I was gonna say I could definitely sand this down and just have it completely resprayed. I could definitely still do that. You know, it's not as easy cleaning it when it's not on the bike. I gotta get some freaking soap on this baby too. I recommend making your own cleaning spray for other bikers. Game changer, bro. Game changer. Huh. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I definitely know nothing about that, but that is kind of the whole goal for the channel, is to be able to give back to bikers. So I want to be able to make my own products that are cheaper than name brand stuff. You know, whether it's making headsets for your helmet to where you can connect with people and talk with your friends, or if it's making my own grip, or if it's making a cleaning supply, or whatever it is. That's kind of what my goals are. Even like with gear and stuff, I'd love to be able to just make all my own biker stuff to be able to provide for the community that can't really afford the stuff that they actually want. You know, I know nothing's cheap. Nothing is cheap. And when it comes to like real good brands and real good parts, sometimes they'd be they'd be charging you for it. And I want to be able to give the people something just in the middle that they can use on their bikes that still look like a very high-end product, but they're just cheap. They're cheaper. So I'm definitely looking to that. I don't really know how I would even go upon, obviously, because that's, you know, you're dealing with chemicals and stuff, and I ain't no freaking scientist. I don't know what chemicals you need and all that crap, but I would obviously have to have a name for myself, or just want to pay the price and reach out to a company. And, you know, problem with that stuff is that's a very time consuming process to do, like cleaning supplies and stuff, because obviously, you know, you want to make sure that you're putting out a good product, because, you know, you're in theory putting your name on that product. So you got to do a lot of sampling, a lot of testing to make sure it even works and it does what it does. And, you know, those definitely is more of a longer process, but I definitely am, you know, that is the whole plan for the channel, is to be able to create, you know, things with the name that I created for myself, to be able to give back to the amazing biker community that's out there, because the biker community is one of a kind for sure. I got freaking microfibers. It's my last clean one, and let's just say it's not really clean no more. Oh. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, it's like how I keep my fender together too. It's just one less thing you don't got to worry about when you're taking your fairings off. You just take it off as one whole side. Ugh. Alright. Yeah, I definitely get more microfibers. Slide this one in here. Nice. Alright, those are good. Now I got to do the front fairing, which this one shall be a lot easier, even though I just put everything away. Trying to think. Oh, man, I'm getting old. My back is broken. Yeah, let's clean this last front fairing. Let's see, can you guys see this one? No. There you go. Now you can see. Now you guys can see how dirty she is. You know, I could send these out. I could bring these to a shop to get wrapped. Still do have some time. Question is, I don't know what color I would want to wrap my bike. Alright, front fairing is nice. We're gonna just see. I'm gonna put you guys down for a sec. I should be able to get this to sit over that. I can't see. There we go. I mean, that stuff's all sticking out and whatnot, but it's okay. That's okay. We got the front fairing back on. Starting to look like a bike again. Ugh. Fun thing with that is I gotta play with that front fairing because, like I said, guys, obviously, you know, Chinese fairings don't fit as OEM, so we are running into a little bit of a fitment issue with this front reservoir. So I'm gonna have to adjust it. This is my bars max to the left, so I'd have to turn them to the right. Make sure they're not gonna hit this, which obviously if I turn them to the right, they're gonna hit that. So gonna have to bend that bracket and readjust it just a wee bit, but that's okay. That's okay. I can deal with that. That's all kind of on the finishing touches of this bike, because a lot of this stuff I really can't do until I have the bike ready to be fully fairing back together. So, you know, it is what it is, but I'm freaking excited to be to that point finally. Oh. Get some of these bugs off my forkies. You know what I wanted to is I want to look up if they sell a well, I know they sell them, but I just want to see if I can find one for my bike. But they make like a radiator shield cover type of deal. You know what I mean? So it's like a metal mesh shield that goes in front of your radiator, helps it with rock chips and all that type of stuff, because I do got some denties and stuff in this new radiator that I just put on last season. So, you know, I want to try and make these things last instead of having them getting destroyed on me and replacing things often. We don't want to be replacing things often. We want to keep these things as nice as possible for as long as possible. This piece of wood. Bingo! That's frickin' money. I got my frickin' garbage. Nice. Got my backup garbage bag. Heck yeah. We did pretty good today, guys. We definitely got everything, for the most part, sorted out that I needed to get sorted out. And yesterday, like I said, if you were in the live stream yesterday, you would have been able to tell that my C light on my brand new headlights went out. Come to find out, it was a loose connection on one of the wires. So I had one of my electrical buddies pull up yesterday, and he was able to clean up that connection for me, and then pretty much got it how it needed to be. Messed around with the wires for a while, made sure it wouldn't happen again. Luckily it didn't happen. So we have the whole front headlights running A1OK now, and we have the integrated blinkers on the front headlight harness now, so that's all good as well. So with that being said, now pretty much this bike is done, ready to go back together. So, you know, like in the beginning of the live, we did some wire management in the front end. Obviously I can't do the rest of my wire management on the sides. If you guys are seeing this mambo jambo wires, I can't do that until I get front fairing fully installed and get my front brake reservoir fully installed. Then I can start slapping on side fenders, getting these plastics to sit in place where they're supposed to sit, and then I can slap on my side fairing and have all this covered up and cleaned. I also have, you know, mini zip ties that did come with the harness with the headlights, so I can kind of clean up the wires, have a little bit better wire management underneath the fenders, because we don't need this bike looking like a freaking disaster, guys, okay? We take pride in our bike, and, you know, it's a reason why I spent so much money and time on it, learning it and figuring out what needs to be done and what needs to be replaced, and fixed everything that needed to be fixed. And we went through, we did full bolt check, we checked the whole front end, we checked all the forks, we checked everything. We came back to the rear end, we checked the rear subframe, rear tire, everything, rear axle, we checked everything, valve cover, Um, we went through it all. Not a single bolt loosened up on your boy since I put the bike together last season, which is a really, really good feeling, especially for the fact that, you know, I don't label myself as a mechanic. I'm not a motorcycle mechanic whatsoever. You know, I do know cars, but that doesn't some motorcycles, you know. So I was definitely scared starting this project last year and starting my YouTube channel, not knowing how to work on a motorcycle, but that was what the whole video, or that's what the whole channel started off as, was rebuilding a totaled bike. So, you know, building this bike definitely taught me a lot about it. I pretty much know this whole bike from front to end like it's the back of my hand. You know, I've had this bike apart and together too many times now to where I feel too comfortable taking it apart and putting it together. But that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing. So we're just in the process of getting her fully back together and making her a nice operational piece again, which is very exciting. The least I can say, very exciting, because you know, just look at those headlights. Like those headlights alone, man, these headlights alone are a vibe. And then you come over here and you got the new grips to match the bike with the nice new bar ends and the brake reservoir and the gas cap cover. You got the air filter under here. I mean, man, we put so many new parts on this bike. The next time I ride it, it's gonna be like it's the first time I rode this bike. So, you know, it's very, very, very exciting, especially like I said, not knowing how to do this stuff and just biting the bullet, coming out here and just doing it makes you feel good, guys. It makes you feel good. And you know, like I said, I can pretty much break this bike apart and put it back together in the matter of a day. I've done it one too many times, and you know, it's cool though. It's cool because I know this bike like the back of my hand, and just can't wait to be back on too. And I really hope that you guys stick along for the journey, because I got a good feeling about 2026. So, you know, I'm hoping this is the year that I can get, you know, fully monetized on YouTube. Not saying I make a living from it, because even when I get fully monetized, I'll probably be lucky if I got $100 a month. But, you know, it's just gives you that motivation knowing like you are on the right track. You're doing something right. And, you know, for you to get monetized, I forget what the statistics said, but it was like 60-something% of people don't get monetized and don't get over 1,000 subscribers. So the fact that we got almost 11,000 subscribers in a year and we're almost fully monetized in a year still blows my mind. I still don't understand how any of that happened. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're still not monetized. We still need 300 hours of watch time. And that's why I just be grinding, guys. I'm grinding out the content. I'm dropping you guys a video every single week, putting this bike back together. And then I go live Monday through Friday for at least an hour. So there's plenty of ways for you guys to get some motion on me. But, you know, just I got a lot of goals for this year. And I got a really good feeling about them. So I'm praying that you guys come along for the journey, and I'm able to sit back a year or two from now and be like, yeah, you were here from day one. You were one of my biggest supporters. You know, it's cool. That's why I like doing the live streams, is because I'm actually able to talk with the people that support me, and I'm able to get to know you guys as a person, not just a number or a name on YouTube. So, you know, that's why I do like going live. I get to know my viewership, and you know, you guys get the sneak peeks. You guys get to see stuff behind the closed doors, the stuff that YouTube doesn't get to see. Or you guys get early previews of the bike. Like, you know, the new video is not even up. And the new video is me installing these integrated blinkers. You guys just seen that in the beginning of this live stream. Like, nobody else knows about that yet but the real ones that join the live stream. So that's why I do it. I do it for my viewers. I don't do it for anything else other than for you guys. You know, other than the watch hours, that's really the only thing I get out of this. But you know, I like creating a relationship with the people that support me. So, you know, that's that. and we're gonna probably end this live stream here because my hands are freaking frozen, and we pretty much did everything I planned on doing this live stream. Um, you know, so I really couldn't ask for anything more. I got everything cleaned up. Like I was saying in the beginning of the stream, I'm probably gonna come back out here tomorrow. I'll shoot next week's video, and we can get this bike practically back in action. Or, well, sorry, not next week's video. The video after. I got next week's video already filmed. I just need to edit it. So next week, like I said, is gonna be us installing the wires, getting the front blinker to work on the headlights, and getting the new front stay installed. So that's next week's video. The video after that is going to be us fully fairing the bike. So, you know, in the next couple of weeks, this bike is going to be fully fairing. I can start it, I can ride it. If I get a nice day, I can go take the bike out and give you guys a random moto vlog. But yeah, just want to keep you guys in the loop so everybody knows where we're at on this channel. But the content ain't stopping. We're still dropping one long form video every Wednesday, and then we go live Monday through Friday. As long as it's not raining out, I'm out here and I'm live. So you guys definitely get the content from me. Plus, usually every Wednesday when I do drop a video, I'll post probably 5 or 6 shorts on that video to try and get, you know, some more views, get people to go check that video out. So shorts aren't really as popping as they are in the summer. In the summer, I'd be dropping 2-3 shorts a day. Now I'm doing, like I said, 5-6 shorts a week. So the shorts definitely died down, which the shorts help out a lot with viewership and subscribers and just getting traction on your channel. But it's hard when you don't have the content and when you can't ride year round. You know, that's the only thing that sucks about that Long Island lifestyle. But it be what it be. It's just growing pains, and we're having fun with the growing pains. So, you know, it's life. I'm enjoying the journey, and I'm glad I got a couple real ones that are taking the journey with me, because if it wasn't for you guys, man, I don't know. Well, number one, if it wasn't for you guys, I'd be just talking to a screen and not having anybody on my live stream. So there's that. But because of you guys, this channel will not die, and we will keep on grinding until we have a nice established name for ourselves. And you know, once we get to that point is when we can start giving back to the community, and that's what this is all about. I shouldn't even be here right now. I should have died on this bike a year and a half ago, and the fact that God gave me a second chance and he gave this bike a second chance, I cannot take that for granted. And I knew at that moment I needed to start a YouTube channel. I needed to tell my story, and I needed to show the people that anything can happen. As long as you guys put your mind to it, you work fucking hard as hell, and you stay dedicated, you guys can literally do anything in life. This bike was fucking totaled. Insurance totaled it. They wrote me a check for it, and I said, no, I'm not. That's not fucking happening. I bought it back from the junkyard, and guess what? This bike's fully operational. Whether you guys believe me or not, you can go watch any single one of my videos. This bike was fully operational. You guys can see it from totaled to now. I have every single part to show for. I got rims, I got exhaust, I got rear subframes, I got forks, I got, man, you name it, I got it. I practically got this whole bike back there. So, you know, I do this to give you guys motivation, to show you guys that you guys can do whatever you want in life. I didn't expect to get 10,000 subscribers in 9-10 months, but I put myself out there, and somehow, some way, I did it. So, you know, I'm not here to talk about numbers. I'm not here for money. I'm not here for none of that crap. Obviously, it's nice. You know, it'd be cool to make money from YouTube and be able to do what I love for a living. But I'm here for you guys. I'm here to give back to the community that gave so much to me. Biker communities changed my life. Street bikes in general changed my life. And I couldn't be more grateful for it, which is why I just am very appreciative of you guys. And, you know, like I said, when we get to 20K, we're doing a giveaway for fairings. So we still got like 9,000 more subscribers to go. But 20K, we're figuring out a giveaway, and we'll figure out a number. It's going to be a very minimal amount, and we're going to give away the old fairings from my accident that I should have freaking died from. And that is just for the real ones. It's gonna be, we're gonna do it through like a live stream, and it's pretty much the real ones. If you're in the live stream, and however I want to go upon doing that giveaway, but it's gonna be specifically just for the legitimate supporters. It's not gonna be like I post a video and you gotta like, comment, and subscribe on the video, and you gotta comment in something specific. We're not doing it like that. We're gonna do it on a live stream because only the real supporters come into the live stream, and then I'll figure out how I want to go upon picking however many people that we end up doing for it. But I got a lot of goals for this channel. I got a lot of ideas. It's just money that holds me up right now. But like I said, guys, it's growing pains, and we're gonna figure it out as time goes on. So I'm not upset with it. I just can't wait to see where this whole journey takes me in the next couple of years. So that's that. But we're done here. I'm done freaking talking to you guys. I'm done preaching about, you know, life and just you know, being positive. But it's real, guys. You guys can literally do whatever you guys want to do in life. You guys want to be a freaking astronaut, you want to be a professional football player, you want to be a basketball player, you want to go be a doctor, you want to be a freaking a lawyer, whatever it is, you can do it. You just gotta want it bad enough, and you gotta dedicate a lot of time to it. I mean, you know, you gotta give yourself a logistic time frame and say, hey, I'm gonna give myself logistically 3 years. Or, you know, obviously if you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, you gotta go to school for a certain amount of years regardless. So you gotta give yourself a logistic time frame and say, hey, I'm gonna go to school for this, and when I graduate, I'm gonna give myself 2 to 3 years. If I can't make something happen in 2 to 3 years, I gotta rethink, you know, about a plan and how I want to go upon it, because you got to be realistic with you guys. You know, you can't just do things for shits and giggles and throw money out and just not get anything in return, because, you know, you do have to make money at the end of the day. Money is needed to make this world go around. So that's that. But we're done here. This live stream is freaking finito. I'm gonna walk over to my most beautiful pooch in the world, because she's just hanging out in the shade somehow. I don't know how. Hi. Look at you, stretchies. Yeah. There you go. Let's get her a couple throws for you guys, and then we're done here. Drop it. Thank you, mama. Oh, God, that sun's sunning. Sheesh. Telling you, she really don't miss a beat. She really don't miss a beat. But that is it. Oh, you want one more? All right, one more. Drop it. Thank you, mommy. Skirt. All right, so that's it. I hope you guys liked the live stream. I hope you guys had enough of Betsy 2.0 with her new sexy modifications. And we're done here. We are finito. So appreciate you guys coming into the live stream. Appreciate you guys coming to hang out. If you guys want to do me a favor, go watch my last video. Like, comment, let me know what you guys think about it, and show some love to the channel. And that's all I can ask for. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow on my live stream, and I'll catch you weenies on the grill. Peace out, baby. Bailey says bye. Adios, guys. I appreciate every single one of you, and I love y'all. And I'll smell you weenies. Adios.